Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a method that I use for learning languages on YouTube. It's very, very easy and I find it very, very effective. I've already done one video in Spanish and it's explaining the same thing. So if you've seen that video and you're a Spanish speaker, you can probably skip this one unless you want to just practice your listening comprehension in English. Anyway, what I do here is I use how-to videos on YouTube to basically learn languages, and it's a pretty simple concept, but there's some things that I wanted to show you and introduce you to that maybe you haven't thought of, or maybe could enhance something that you're already doing to learn a language. So the idea is to basically look for how-to videos in your target language, whatever language you're learning. I mean, you can do this with any language, but in this case, English, right? So for example, if I was a student learning English, what I would do is I would look up how to do any sort of task that I'm planning on doing. It can be the most trivial task, from how to organize my closet or how to clean the floors in my house. Anything really. How to write a letter. But I'm looking for a video in my target language that explains how to do this. So in this case, I have a video pulled up here for how to bake a cake, right? So there's a few strategies that I have while doing this that I think make it a lot more effective, and I'll show you those real quick through this little demo here. But basically what I like to do is I like to look for the video, and it could be, again, any language. I do this learning Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and French. Of course, not all languages have a ton of content in terms of how-to videos, but I find that English definitely has loads and loads of content, but most languages, most widely spoken languages, have quite a bit of content that you can find videos that will teach you how to do something. But in this case, you know, how to bake a cake. So I find a video, and I kind of like to use the search filters in YouTube. So I like to filter the searches by basically looking for videos with subtitles. I also like to look for videos that have been posted fairly recently, you know, within the last week or the last month. I find that that gives me a chance to post comments on there and kind of get a little bit of interaction with people in my target language, and also maybe interact with the person who posted the video as well. So I think that that is also a very advantageous thing to do, because it gives you a little bit of engagement in your target language and practice interacting with people who are likely native speakers of that language. I find if you look at videos that were posted 2 or 3 years ago, chances are people aren't probably looking at those comments anymore or going back and checking somebody's response on those comments. So that is very helpful as well. But yeah, you want to look for videos with subtitles and videos that were posted fairly recently. So I actually do the activity that the video is talking about and giving instructions on how to do it. And that way I'm building muscle memory, and I kind of create this experience where it's like a native speaker is talking me through an activity and telling me how to do it. And it just increases the amount of retention of words and vocabulary. And again, looking at videos with subtitles, I'll go through those videos and I will copy the subtitles by opening the transcript and clicking those 3 dots there on the YouTube page, opening up the transcript and then saving that to a Word document so that I can refer to it later. And I also will look up vocabulary that I don't know, just so that I get the most out of the video. Strategy that I highly suggest is making an audio recording of the whole activity that you're doing. So that way you're capturing the audio from the YouTube video, and you can engage as well and make notes, make audio notes. So I'll just take like the voice memo app in my iPhone, or I think I have one called audio recorder or something, anything to record audio. And I will have that recording. So I'm capturing the audio from the video, and I can make notes as well. If there's a word I didn't understand, I can kind of make a note of it. And the reason I like to do this as well is that later on, I can just put my headphones in and listen to me listening to the video. It's kind of seems a little bit redundant, but I am practicing saying words, and I'm kind of hearing my pronunciation, and I'm also just getting a lot more out of the whole experience, because while I'm doing another activity, I can go back and listen to the audio and really hear things that I missed, or things in terms of vocabulary that I might need to spend a little more time with. So this is just a great way to go back and review the vocabulary and check any words that I might have missed. And it also gives me a great chance to compare my pronunciation with the native speaker's pronunciation. So that's extremely helpful as well. I really find this way to be very effective, and it just really gets me using the language. Even though I don't have a native speaker who's helping me, I have probably the next best thing, I would say. You'll really be surprised on how everything just kind of falls into place, and you just kind of start making sense of the language and the sentences just by hearing somebody telling you what to do and actually doing that activity. It's very impressive, and it's really effective. So hopefully you enjoyed this little tip, and I really hope you have a lot of success with this, and I hope that you achieve your language goals. Anyway, let me know how it goes. Go ahead and write me a little note if it's something that worked well for you, if it's a new idea, if it's something that you've already been doing. And keep studying and keep learning. We'll see you in the next lesson.